Hello everyone, this is Mishkat and I'm here to talk to you about how to use communication to solve workplace problems. Today we have 3 problems. Oftentimes people make these mistakes early on in their career and they regret it later on. Rather than making these mistakes, how about avoiding them? And believe me, avoiding them is so easy. So let's get started. Problem number 1, rushing to the supervisor to complain. Oftentimes things get heated in the workplace. You feel injured, you feel offended, and in the heat of the moment, you rush to the supervisor. I am here to suggest waiting 1 hour. Vent a little bit, let your emotion, settle. And then if you are still offended, go to the supervisor. You see, the supervisor is always there and you can knock on their door at any time. But if you accuse a colleague, if you complain about a colleague, and then this particular colleague knows about it, they are going to be offended, things going to be awkward in the workplace. Of course, the issue will be known. So if you can avoid all that by simply waiting a little bit, then that's a better option for you. Keep in mind, you will be working with your colleague, your team all the time, and you see them more than you see your supervisor. And what to do about it? How about asking your colleague what they meant? Maybe they didn't offend you on purpose. Maybe there was some sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding, and you can clear the air. You will look professional. You will look like you are trying to resolve the issue and connect better with your colleagues. You can also document. So you talk to your colleague, they apologized. If you still feel like maybe the issue is not settled yet, take a note about it and keep it in your drawer, on your computer. Whenever you decide later on to go to the supervisor, you will have like a little log about things that happened and what you did about them to prevent them at the team level before you complain about them. So this is the first issue that oftentimes happen at the workplace. Let's explore problem number 2. Problem number 2 comes from lack of initiative. You would see the supervisor coming to your office asking if someone would do this particular job and they need someone to raise their hand. You would see everybody hesitating. No one wants to do it. You say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to do it either. But guess what? This is an opportunity for you to showcase your skills, to put your best foot forward. If you keep missing on opportunities like that, probably when you apply for a promotion or for another position in the company, they would say, oh, wait a minute, this person did not volunteer when we needed help, so why should we pick them? You see, when you take an initiative, when you accept an additional assignment, it means you want more because you are giving more to the company. So they will think about you when there is a promotion, when there is a job that demands more. Oftentimes you would see in job ads, current job ads, willingness to work extra hours, willingness to operate outside the core responsibilities. Why? Because companies are looking for someone who would give them more. What to do about that? The issue is not about not raising your hand or not volunteering. The issue is when you volunteer for something, when you take a step forward, make sure to do it right. If you raise your hand and you volunteer for the job, it means you will deliver a good product. I have seen many people who would volunteer and they present a not so good quality report, a product that is unfinished, and then when they volunteer next time, the supervisor won't pick them. Also, you use it as an opportunity to build a reputation for yourself. If there is a sub-skill that you are good at and it's related to the task, definitely showcase it and present it in your report, in your product, so that you will be known by it. This is the person who does analysis well. This is the person who does math equations well. Whatever the case that you are good at, showcase it in the report or in the product, so as you will be known by it. And again, this is to cement your career in a particular company. The third problem that happens in the workplace more often is acting like a defeatist. So here comes the supervisor, telling the team about a new initiative. And suddenly, excuse me, what about this? This problem, this initiative will not work because of this. This initiative is going to fail. We can't do it. Each time someone, put a stick in the wheel of the company and, hesitate to help the company move forward, then that person is saying, I have no future in this company. Keep in mind, in the world of business, companies compete. And by companies, I mean small, medium businesses, large companies, educational companies, you name it, government organization, all of that. They all compete. And if one of them takes the lead in something, it means more revenues for you, more revenues for stakeholders, for employees. But if you keep saying each time there is a new initiative, oh, wait a minute, we can't do it because of X, we can't do it because of Y, you are telling the company that they should not move forward because of this one particular element. Therefore, it means that you lack the capacity to help the company implement the project because you are weak on one element, and that's the only element you have. That's why you are standing in the way of the company's progress. So what to do if you want to play the devil's advocate and you want to play it safely? Basically, make it like a question. Rather than rejecting the entire project and deeming it unsuccessful, welcome it, welcome the change. It's a good product, it's a good initiative, we can make it happen. I have one question, if that's okay. What about X? So when you ask about this particular issue, maybe the company has a plan for it. So give the company the opportunity to explain, to tell you the whole story, so to speak, rather than rejecting it. Frame the question as an open-ended question, not yes or no. You can ask a question, and if the answer is no, we are not ready for it, then basically you are doing or you are playing the defeatist role, the person who will not allow it to happen just because of one element and they cannot do this one particular element. So don't frame the question as yes or no. Keep it as an open-ended question. The third tip that I have for you, propose a solution. You see, it's very important that we play the devil's... Hello everyone, this is Mishka. see, it's very important to play the devil advocates wholeheartedly, sincerely, because you are concerned about the project and its success, not because you want to use it as an excuse not to go to the next level. So proposing a solution will actually bring, your skills, your capacity, your experience forefront, rather than, you are being perceived as someone who lacks the capacity to move forward or to operate in the future. I hope these tips were helpful to you. If so, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and help it grow. And remember, there is always a solution to your problem, and one solution can be the way you communicate about it. Thank you, and see you in the next video.